America likes to talk about African Americans, talking about them
Uh-huh.
so much, like African Americans are just effing everywhere. It's like we're not even a quarter of the population, less than a quarter of the population. But you talk about
Mhm.
it, it's like we're everywhere. Like every shadow you see, this black person will jump out. Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what I meant. They are playing this old plot, but just different characters over
Yeah,
and
yeah,
over
yeah.
again.
And
Yes.
everybody falls for it. We used to back in the day. We used to when you and I were young. It used to be called the okie doke. You
Mm.
watching this hand, then I start doing like this. You watching this hand, and I pop you in the face because you stopped watching the hand that was going to hit you. Like,
Yeah.
mm,
So that's what I meant. Like, I don't know whose decision was this, but for sure, a it's not helping the LGBTQ community. It's not helping the peace, the united peace. It's not.
mm.
So it's
Well,
make it
you don't
worse.
want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that
Yeah.
because the more different things I show you to step on your gas pedal and gas you up, the less you're
Mhm.
going to focus on the important things. I'm sliding right across your face in front of you.
Yeah. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, people majority of people they just follow. Okay. They see, oh, like you said, people think it's mocking this the Christians, then everybody will follow. Oh, they're mocking the Christian,
Yeah.
or yeah, they don't even know. They don't even do the research or do or have a critical thinking. They just
It takes
follow
too
what.
much time.
Yeah.
It takes
So
too much time to do. It takes too much time to do the research and the critical thinking, and you know, and be prepared to say something for 5 minutes. It takes a lot of effort, and the average person don't want to do it. They want to shoot from the hip and roll on. Like that lady shot from the hip on that. She put it threw her response out and moved on to the next subject.
okay. Yeah, so that's why I do see on this topic, I do see this is not really a good idea, and I do know and have, like I said, we're critical thinkers and we think outside the box. I do see this as a weaponized to have, I don't know whose political agenda, maybe, because it's and the Olympic is hosted by at Paris this year. So Paris
Yeah,
Paris is part of the West, you know.
I don't
So
pay attention to French politics, but I can guarantee you there's some liberals that were hoping to bank off of that.
yeah,
I,
so
I guarantee you there are some that were hoping to bank off that. I wouldn't have put them in the opening ceremony. I would have had them involved with a bunch of other stuff, other ceremonies here and there, as an
mhm,
inclusive effort, to say, oh, we support, we got you,
yeah,
but in the opening ceremony, no, it would have all been about France, French people, blah, blah, blah. No individuality, differentiation, just all, I've been pounding it, patriotism, patriotism, patriotism. You know, this is France. We got the Olympics. Why am I going to sit here and use that as an opportunity to be divisive? No, use it as an opportunity to bring people together.
but here's another thing that I want to just, it's my personal point of view.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm sure, I mean, we understand that LGBTQ people, including myself before, it's hard to find a gig or job. So sometimes the opportunity comes along, we just snatch it without thinking, right? But
Well,
if we put a more concern, more perspective way of thinking, should I do this? If, let's say, for example, if those drag queens, my fellow drag queens, if they don't say no, I don't want to do this show, this is wrong, then they won't have a show, right? Show cannot go on. So that's why my personal perspective on this is maybe look at from the other angle.
Hmm.
If some sort of, if people want me to do something I feel is against the community, against my own moral, I will not do it. And then if I don't do it, there's nothing to for them to be angry or to be divided people about, right? Does that make sense?
Well, there's nothing for them to be upset about with your face on it. And at the end of the day, that's some of the things a lot of people forget. Is it's like, yes, on one hand, like, when you're looking for work or exposure, depending on what it is you're doing or what's going on,
Right. Yes.
sometimes, especially when you're nobody knows you, you're down at the bottom of the barrel, or this is like your one shot at your 15 minutes of fame, and then you're gonna go off and never deal with it ever again. And a lot of people jump at these opportunities because you never know if it's gonna come around again.
Yeah.
That's the thing with opportunity. You never know if you're gonna see it again. So I say take hold of the opportunity when it comes and ride it out. But you also gotta be cognizant of, is this an opportunity that's worth me being involved in? Or is this, somebody set up to
Hmm.
promote something else? Because I'm thinking it's all about brotherhood and love and camaraderie. We're promoting the Olympics and patriotism, and then next
Hmm.
thing you know, it's a forest fire, and you're just like, oh my god.
Okay, so since you talk about exposure and all that, fame, whatever you want to call it, you just mentioned. My second topic is: did you heard about Google is biased because when people go on Google try to put in the keyword search for assassination attempt Trump, it doesn't show anything. Or if you put Donald Trump's name on Google, all the video, all the posts is showing Kamala Harris. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that, and to be honest, it made me laugh because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people take the internet for granted. They don't understand where things are and where they have gone in the last 10 years.